Welcome to another production of ParkTV Sports on location. Tonight we are in St. Louis Park and we are on the campus of Benilde-St. Margaret's, bringing you Metro West Conference boys basketball featuring the Bloomington Kennedy Eagles and the Benilde-St. Margaret Red Knights. Eagles coming in 1-5 record, Red Knights 4-4. And we are about to begin. I am Robert Christensen. We are at the Hobbins Center here and about to begin this big Metro West clash. And there to tip it off for the Kennedy Eagles, Christopher Martin Jr., and the tip goes to Benilde, and we're underway here. And that is number 1, Maddox Alapate, over to the right side to number 22, that is Ben James. James with it at the top of the key. Tight man-to-man defense by the Eagles. I expect this game to be very competitive despite the difference in their records. I don't know, it just feels that way. Wow, look at that move by number 0, Maddox Alapate, and he put the move on the baseline and could not finish. Look at that finish, and then the foul on Alapate with that right elbow, kind of inadvertent it looked to me, so kind of an unfortunate beginning to the game for Benilde. Wow, look at the defense by Alapate. This is my first time seeing him play, but I can see his ability right off the start here. And now the big shot from outside, number 11, that is Marion Hanspard for Kennedy, but they get their own rebound, and offensive rebounds are a key fixture in any of these games, and that's the down low pass on the post to Christopher Martin Jr., and he tries to take the baseline, and the defense by number 1, Daniel Ija-Nimbola, forces the travel, and turnover number 1 for Kennedy. We're here at 0, just 1 minute into the match. Again, glad you're with us here at ParkTV 16 Sports. First game we're bringing for Benilde, and now another. We're gonna have a push-off offensive foul, this time called on number 2, Samuel Best, the junior. First foul of the game, first team foul for Benilde, and now Benilde has a 1-2-2 full court press, and it works right away, and the shot by number 0, Alapate, and he draws the foul. Looked like a shot right there with the body. A foul will go against number 23, Marcus Monroe, the sophomore. That'll put Maddox Alapate, I hope I'm pronouncing that right, A-L-I-P-A-T-E, at the line for 2, still no score. And he's able to rattle that in, off the board, rattle it in. Off the back of the rim, but the rebound goes to Daniel Ija-Nimbola. Rebound to Christopher Martin Jr. 1-0 our score. Pressure on the backcourt, and that brought a turnover. Just that alone, miscommunication between number 5, Cedron Byron. So clearly Benilde sees a weakness in the Kennedy ability to bring up the ball, and they're gonna put the pressure on, and it's already resulting in dividends. So I expected them to keep that up most of the night. Now in the right corner, tight man-to-man defense by Kennedy. Now at the top of the key, they're really applying the pressure. Right there, you can see how they're denying that out pass to the wing. That often means that someone will be open down low. We have a whistle. On the drive was number 22, Ben James. And right there over the back, Christopher Martin Jr. That'll be his first personal, team second, 2 team fouls apiece. 16-11 to go here, first half. So far, it looks like it's gonna be a defensive game here. Just 1 point scored in the first almost 2 minutes. That is number 3 with net, Charlie Hansen, the senior. Now Ija-Nimbola, the junior, at the top of the key. And the 3-pointer off the back of the rim. Rebound goes to Martin Jr., and nice defense there again by number 0, Maddox Alapate. He has come to play, folks. He is everywhere. Wreaking havoc. And now here is the big test for Kennedy. Can they get the ball up the court? And there is the 1-2-2 zone press. And they do make it across the timeline. Number 5 in the corner drives the baseline. That's number 11, excuse me, Amory and Hansbard, the senior. And that ball was batted out of bounds by Benilde. 15:38 to go here, first half. Kennedy down 1-0 with the ball. Both teams have their full complement of timeouts left, 5 apiece. And the inbounds pass to Hansbard, and the return to number 23, Marcus Monroe, the sophomore. Back to Hansbard, 11. He'll back up, man-to-man defense by Benilde. They're also applying pressure, but not to the extent that Kennedy is on their defensive end of the court. Martin Jr., they don't want him out on that wing. They need to get him down low, and there they go. They feed him the pass. He kicks it out to the wing in the corner. Now up top. Stop the shot off the boards, way off. Christopher Martin Jr., the rebound. That's where they're going to have to get their hay tonight, and they do there. 2-1 Kennedy. 15 minutes to go. Now quickly into the front court on the left side. Number 2, that is Samuel Best. Now to 22, Ben James. And way outside the 3, off the front of the rim. Rebound goes to Kennedy's number 2, I believe that is Janelle Donnelly. No, 23. Now the pass to Christopher Martin Jr. saves it and intercepted by who else? Alapate, and he luckily gets it blindly to number 3, Charlie Hansen, the captain senior. And now in low, back to Alapate. He draws the foul against Kennedy. So a lot of fouls here early on. Defensive struggle. Look at that save. That can be awful dangerous because those types of passes can start the fast break for the opposing team. Got away with one there. All right, now pass in underneath for Benilde. On the far corner, and the shot. Number 3, Charlie Hansen, short of the rim. Both teams as cold as it is outside here in the shooting department. Negative temperatures here in St. Louis Park, and it's cold in the shooting department as well. In court here at the Hobbins Center at Benilde-St. Margaret's. And here we got the 1-2-2 press there. That's how you beat it, in the middle. Nice job by Kennedy, but then, frustrating. A little bit of panic there by number 23, perhaps. I might be overstating it, but just a lack of, I don't know, just they're not getting it together. Synchronicity might be the word. Competitive game, though, 2-1. 14:16 to go first half. That is Ija Dimbola, brings it onto the front court, gives it up to number 2, Samuel Best. He drives in through the shoulder, and they're gonna give, that's the second offensive foul on Benilde. Best wondering what he did wrong, but I think it's clear right there. There's the push off. And there was some acting there, but he didn't need it, did he? Clearly a push off. All right, now throw in. One full court trap. These can be difficult to beat, and they're still just barely over the timeline. And remember, that timeline can act as a defender if they can trap them just as they get over. Benilde didn't do it that time. But it's definitely going to slow Kennedy down as we look at Martin Jr. Gives it up to number 21, Dalton Samuel. Smazal, I should say, S-M-A-Z-A-L. Now to number 11. Mason Hansbard, the senior. Now Christopher Martin Jr., what a great name. Now Smazal to number 23, we got a whistle and a timeout taken by Kennedy, which doesn't really surprise me. Their coach, Jameen Cook. Lack of scoring here, 2-1. It feels like a hockey game with that score. 13:25 to go. We've been playing since the 18-minute mark. So a little over 6.5 minutes of high school basketball has yielded exactly 3 points. I don't know if I've ever seen this lowing of a score in any basketball game at any level. But it also goes to show you how great both these teams are defensively. But obviously scoring points for both teams is going to be an issue. That's why I believe this game will remain close. Just looking at Kennedy's 1-5 record here, where they got that win, just see if we can do some comparison. They beat Chanhassen back on the 26th, so they started out losing 2. They lost to Benilde. This would be an interesting stat here. 38-63, so that was a 25-point loss. So I could be wrong. That was at Kennedy. So this game may break open at some point based on that score, but that was the first game following a pandemic of very few practices. And teams get better throughout the year, and they change and they grow, and they evolve, they transform. So I don't know if we can base too much on that and what the outcome of this game will be. Of course, Benilde comes in 4-4. Okay, out of the timeout, we're in the front court. Throw in to number 25. I don't have a name for number 25 in the program here. Unfortunately, we'll see if we can get that. So I'm just gonna refer to him as number 25 until I hear differently. Even looking at the JV roster, I don't see a number 25. Okay, now Kennedy, look at the tight defense there by Maddox Alipate. Trying to split the defense. Now Christopher Martin Jr. in the corner. So Kennedy looks like they're gonna be a little nice behind the back dribble. Almost gave it up though on that pass. That is Hanspard. So, you know, Kennedy looks like they're a little more patient. That might have been the conversation that Coach Cook was having. And I think patience is a really important aspect, especially in this game. Take their time. There's not gonna be a lot of scoring anyway. Now from the outside, the three-point shot off the right side of the rim. Rebound goes to Ijem Dembola. Comes to the right side, drives off the board, and that is a great play. He goes coast to coast. Puts Benilde up 3-2, and when someone gets the rebound, someone has to stop the ball, at least make them make a pass. So I thought that was a cardinal rule on defense, and Kennedy unable to fulfill that rule. As we see number 11, Marion Hanspard, as we watch that great move, uses his hip body to protect the ball. Beautiful job there by Daniel Ijem Dembola. Watch Coach Damian Johnson, a relatively new coach here at Benilde. I think it might be his first or second year. There he is. Some substitutions here now for Benilde. Checking in, number 35 is Noah Allen, a senior. Number 43. Camden Carter off the JV squad, the junior. Okay, shot made, we're tied at 3, 12-11 to go here, first half. And Alipate will bring it up over to the left side. Number 12 now in the game is Adam Foe. He's a captain senior. Now in the corner to 35, Noah Allen. And the shot by number 12, Foe, off the rim. So both teams super cold on the shooting end. I think only layups and free throws have accounted for the scoring. A total of 6 points in 8 minutes, or 7, I should say. Now Christopher Martin Jr. Great defense by both teams, as evidenced right there by Alipate. Boy, he is a very effective player for Benilde, and now the turnover, another defensive play this time by Noah Allen, 35, forces the turnover. So if you bet the over, I don't think we're going over in this game. Just kidding, of course, no wagering allowed. Now that is number 1, Daniel Ijem Dembola. I hope I'm pronouncing that right. I love that name too. Now Noah Allen from three-point land off the front of the rim, another miss. Now 11, Hanspard. Now, and not any pressure now from Benilde, I just noticed. Way outside is that shot, off the rim, rebound, beautiful rebound by number 13. No name for him as well, unfortunately. I might have to do some investigation here at halftime. But that was a heck of a rebound, and that's gonna be a travel. No, they're gonna call the foul, and Coach Cook, it was a little delayed. I don't blame him for being a little upset. Let's see here, folks. You can decide for yourself. I think he took himself out of that play. I have to respectfully disagree with that call on Ramon Walker, number 13. So 5 team fouls on both sides. There are more fouls on each team than there are points. And we're just 8 minutes into the game, or 7.5. And there, Noah Allen making his presence felt. And boy, has he been effective. He caused the turnover, and he's got 2 points, which accounts for almost half of their total score here with 10:39 to go first half. Now Kennedy into the front court to the right side, and the shot from the outside by number 10 this time, Tajon Pearson. Another miss. And we got a foul on the rebound. That's going to be on Alapate, and that's his second foul. So his aggressiveness, as we watch that, nice patience there by Noah Allen with the fake and the kiss off the glass, puts them up 5-3. Now throwing underneath on that last foul. Now in the bonus, folks, is Kennedy. Next foul by Benilde. They go to the line on a 1-on-1 with 10:25 to go. We're going to be watching a lot of free throws in this first half. And that is going to extend the game. So go to the fridge when you have a break, come back, settle in. And if you love defensive basketball, this is what we have on tap so far. Down low to Christopher Martin Jr. Oh, he should have just taken it right up there. He would have drew the foul, I felt. He kind of shied away from contact, I feel. He's a big guy, just go right up there. Because Ija Dimbola was out of control, and he thought he was going to get the foul. He was willing to take it, actually, and Christopher Martin Jr. needs to go re-up. His coach is talking to him, too. He's looking at him right now. In fact, that's exactly what he's telling him. Slapping at him, saying, come on, go right up strong. All right, Ija Mendola in the front court. And referees are going to talk about it. Kennedy thinks they should get it. I didn't see it well myself. And they are going to give the ball to Kennedy. Another turnover. Let's see if we can tell. The pass, who did it go off of? All right, now Benilde with the full court press once again. That's number 43 leading it, Camden Carter, the junior. Carter comes over trying to squeeze him with Charlie Hansen. They get it through though. And, ooh, almost another turnover as Christopher Martin Jr. is right back in the game. So they pulled him out just to tell him to be a lot more aggressive underneath. He looks super talented. He has all the physical attributes. But he's going to have to be willing to take a bit of a beating here, especially against Benilde. They're a very physically defensive team. Here's the drive, kick out to number 5, Byron. Great defense. Now number 25, I don't have a name. And a travel, this time committed by Kennedy's number 10, Tajon Pearson. We have 9:33 to go, and our score is 5-3, and our fouls are 6-5. I think the question is going to be what the over-under is on the total fouls. All right, now at the post, or at the top of the key, and there's a shot. Somebody came to shoot. That is Adam Foe, the senior, 8-3. 5-point lead, largest of the night, 9:06 to go. You do get the feeling that if Benilde starts to find their shooting range, this game could get out of hand. And that shot may have just sort of settled the whole team down. Now, oh, that pass in there couldn't be handled by number 5, Camden Byron. I think there's just some nervousness out there, which would be understandable. Outside shot by Ija Dimbola. Off the rim, and the give back, the drive, off the mark, gets his own rebound, goes right back up, blocked, all ball, no call, out of bounds, and Ija Dimbola can't quite catch up to it. Good action here, though. Playing around the rim, those big guys. Look at that, all ball, both those guys. Good no call by the officials, I feel. 8:32 remaining. Our score, 8-3. We're at the Hobbins Center. Glad you're with us here with ParkTV 16 Sports. Getting it across, good bounce pass there, committed by number 10, Pearson. And now underneath Martin Jr., this time he goes back up. Good coaching there by Jameen Cook. Great progress shown there by Christopher Martin Jr. This time he did not shy away, and it paid off. 8-5 our score. Now Ija Dimbola in the corner to number 3, Charlie Hansen, and the basket. So now the scoring is starting. The teams are starting to warm up a little bit. It's not foul ball, it's basketball, and they're starting to put it in the basket now. Good to see by both teams. Look at that shot. Oh yeah, both teams starting to settle down. That time, Dalton Smazel, the junior, reduces the deficit to 3 at 10-7. Ida Jimbola now, number 1, to the top of the key. Quick movement there, Ben James. Now to 3, that is Hansen. Nice, love that pass. Number 12, oh, he clapped, he wanted that to work. Adam Foe, beautiful pass, but on the rebound, Benilde gets the second opportunity. Another offensive rebound results in points. That's a key stat in any basketball game. Now off the mark, rebound to number 22, Ben James. Now to the front court, 12-7 our score, 7 minutes to go in the layup. Now the points are starting to come easier here for Benilde. That draws a whistle, and of course a timeout by the Kennedy Eagles, as now they have fallen down by 7 here. 6:58 to go, first half, as we saw the replay. So finally the shooting starting to heat up here. As we watch that shot by Amrian Hansberg and the rebound by Christopher Martin Jr. And if you were watching earlier, you noticed he shied away from going straight back up, and this time he went back up. And the big guy has to do that every time and be willing to take the punishment and go to the line and make the free throws. And this time he went right up, bounced it off the glass. What's really great about any sport, any athlete, is to see progress, and right there before your eyes, you saw progress, you saw growth, you saw coaching, and you saw a response. One of the great things about sports is just to see the development of players, especially within games, just like that. As we look at the Benilde bench, lots of enthusiasm by both teams. See the crowd we have on hand in these COVID times. I'm sure it's keeping a lot of people away, and if you can't come, you gotta watch it. We stream live on YouTube. Just Google the team you're looking for, or ParkTV 16, and we'll pop right up. Put it on your big screen TV, or on your phone, or on your computer. Always glad to have you with us. Okay, full court press as we come out of the timeout, 6:58 to go, 14-7 our score. Nice bounce pass in the middle, that's how you beat it, but it got stolen this time again by number 12. Adam Foe is really having an impact so far as well. Now underneath, number 2, Samuel Best gets the points. Our score 16-7, 6:40 to go. First half. Now to the near side to number 25, who I don't have a name for. Now way outside, big shot off the rim, rebound. Great blocking out there by Noah Allen. Rebound goes to number 22, Ben James, as he comes all the way down, and he draws the foul. They'll call the block. 15 foul, 16 foul, I believe. Foul on Tajon Pearson. Or excuse me, yeah, Tajon Pearson with the fall, his first, team 6. Both teams in the bonus now for the remainder of the first half. At the line is Ben James, the junior. Off the back of the rim, see his points per game, 5.2. Deep breath, nice and easy. That looks better. Off the rim though, rebound. Christopher Martin Jr. Now, no pressure here off the missed free throw. 25 to Pearson, to 21, Schmuzzle, his shot, and it goes in, showing great athleticism on that play as he's running to his right, able to get that ball to climb over the rim and in. 16-9, 7-point deficit, 6 minutes to go. Now Noah Allen in the front court. That is number 2, Best. Goes low, kicks it around. Great ball movement by Benilde there. Shot from the outside. Taken by Hansen, off the mark, rebound, and the break to Pearson. He tries to go baseline and tried to get it into, I don't know who, nobody there, but a bunch of Benilde players. Noah Allen especially, into the right wing. Nice move there by number 2, and he finishes. Samuel Best, the junior. I loved how he used his hips to fend off give himself an angle is what he did, and put it in there and made it work. 18-9. Now Pearson underneath to Christopher Martin Jr. And clearly, if Kennedy is going to win this game, Christopher Martin Jr. is the man they got to get it to, early and often. Outside shot, short of the rim completely. Now Kennedy in the front court. Down 7, drives, kicks it out to Pearson. He's taking a bunch of shots, and this time he connects. 18-14, 4:55 to go. Noah Allen now, no pressure by Kennedy. Jameen Cook urging his players on to play good defense. He senses a run here. They were down 8 or 9, now they're just cut it to 4. Bench is chanting defense for Kennedy. In the corner now, number 22, that is Ben James. Now Noah Allen kicks it out, 4:29 to go here. He'll drive the lane all the way, the hop and the kiss off the glass and in by Noah Allen. Makes it 20-14, 4:21 to go. Pearson now in the backcourt to number 25, who I don't have a name for yet. Pearson, they're getting close to the 10-second rule, and that's how you beat the press every time is in the middle, and they're starting to figure that out. The left-handed running jumper off the rim, rebound, Benilde, number 3, Charlie Hansen. Now Noah Allen, 4 minutes to go. To the left side, to number 3, Hansen. Drives in the scoop and the kiss off the glass and in. Off the rim, Hansen making it 22-14, 3:50 to go. Ooh, that was almost over and back. I just looked up there, Marion Hansford. I thought he crossed the line before he passed it back, and there's a nice layup there by number 10, Tajon Pearson. As you recall, he just got the 3 in the corner before, so he's hot right now. I'm playing with Kennedy, get him the ball if you're feeling it. Underneath, great defense by Kennedy, but it gets to Hansen, now in the corner, and the drive by number 12, Foe, and outside the 2 by number 2, Best, and the rebound, long rebound. Now number 25, the hesitation move and the running jumper, and he draws the foul, and he's gonna go to the line. You will not see a more miraculous shot than that. Look how far out he is when he lets it go. It's almost a miracle. Look at that. Wow, great athleticism. And the foul makes it 22-18, 3:09 to go. Nameless number 25. I'm looking around here. I don't know, maybe they just signed him up yesterday. As Christopher Martin Jr. takes a seat here. They don't need him getting a foul on any kind of offensive rebound. I think that's a smart move here, especially getting late in the first half. You don't want to give up any cheap fouls. You're in this game here in the first half. It's going to be decided in the second half. So smart move, I thought, there by Coach Jameen Cook. Okay, in the front court, that's Alapate. He's got 2 fouls. And his aggressiveness has led to that, but he drives and gets the foul, and he'll go to the line. 2:56 to go as we look at Noah Allen to the left side, and the pass to Hansen, and the spin move in, the scoop shot off the glass. Well done there, Charlie Hansen, with the left hand especially. Alapate at the line. Hits it off the rim. 22-19 our score. See, he's averaging 11.5 points a game. Second shot, that works out for him. 23-19, 4-point deficit. 2:55 to go into the front court. Both teams have heated up after really, really cold shooting. Now, Pearson with the left-handed, off the mark, the rebound, perfectly done by number 23, Marcus Monroe, the sophomore, knew where to be, put it right back up there. Great sense to be there for that rebound on the backside of that shot. Now Noah Allen. To find some room was Hansen, and now the pass underneath and the charging call on number 1, Danielle Ijadimbola. Let's see if we agree with it. Noah Allen saw the double team. Ijadimbola coming right in, made up his mind, and yeah, that's they had a position big time. Easy call for the officials. Both teams now 7 team fouls, 2:20 remaining, 2-point deficit. Tight game here. It's really getting good now, folks. If you're just joining us, Alapate, and he's kept it in. What athleticism again by Alapate. And that is Camden Carter. Now to Noah Allen as he brings it across the line to Ijadimbola, and he drives. And the whistle before he got very far. It's going to be a foul, I think, on number 23. His second is Marcus Monroe, the sophomore, team 8th. They got to get to 10 for the guaranteed 2-shot, the double bonus, I think they call it. Ija Dimbola is number 23, will have a seat. There is his stats, 15.8 points per game. Clearly their leading scorer. At the line, 2:01 to go. Three-point difference. Ija Dimbola for a second. And nice looking shot there by Daniel. Ija Dimbola, now the full court press. So far, Kennedy struggled early on, but they've been able to beat it. Ooh, I thought he dragged his foot, could have been a travel. Got it back though, and established his dribble again, so he got himself out of a little trouble there. Now Pearson drives the left side, gives it up to number 1, that is Shaud Freik. And the running jumper this time by number 25 doesn't work out. Those are usually tough shots to make. Now Ija Dimbola is able to maneuver his body to avoid the charging call, gets his own rebound, and draws the foul, and he'll go to the line and shoot 2. Minute and 30 to go here, first half. Foul on number 1, Freitag, I should say. As he gets his own rebound, and oh, I didn't see the foul, unless they thought they got him before with the body. Off the rim, gets his own rebound, follows his own shot. Let that be a lesson for everyone that shoots free throws. You follow it, that's what can happen. Good things happen. Great aggressiveness there by Ija Dimbola. Pays off. 6-point lead, 1:17 to go here, first half. Nameless number 25. Looking for some room here. A little careless with that dribble. Now Pearson, number 10. Tenacious one-on-one defense here by Benilde. That's Carter, number 43. Gets in the corner to Freitag. Comes right in, and they call the travel. He did get fouled, but the travel may have happened just a split second beforehand. 52.8 seconds remaining. Let's see what we think here at home. This contact by Ija Dimbola. 1, 2, yeah, that's a travel. Okay, Noah Allen. And a little bit of token full court pressure here with just a little time left, and the shot from the outside, and that's a killer if you're a Kennedy fan. And Coach Cook slammed the floor on that. He knows that. That's a 9-point lead, largest of the night for Benilde with 35 seconds to go. Kennedy wants to finish strong here with some points. Want to feel good going in at halftime. Any kind of momentum, especially on the road, would be good for the Eagles. Meanwhile, Benilde, they want to shut it down, and they do. Alapate on the right side, the break perfectly executed until it wasn't. But he drew the foul. Boy, that was a great break, 3-on-1, wasn't it? Here it was. They had it all set up, come right in. And he did. You can see Pearson. Did you see him move in? He did undercut him. That's almost dangerous. But he did get him with the body, so great call by the officials. And the shot off the front, off the backboard, and in by number 43, Camden Carter. There he is at the line, 9-point lead, 16.2 seconds. Alapate will take a seat. I think that's a smart move by Coach Damian Johnson. He's got 2 fouls. You don't need to get a cheap one here with 16 seconds to go. And with that make, they're not adjusting the scoreboard. It's 32-21 now, 12 seconds. And there's a turnover, and things are really getting out of control here with just the last few seconds for Kennedy. Another turnover, and that's gonna cause Cook to make a substitution here. Can't afford late turnovers here. Now you're suddenly down 11, 10.0 seconds, and at the line, the leading scorer for Benilde, Daniel Ija Dimbola. Off the front of the rim. Second. Off the rim, rebound to number 21, that's Smuzzle. 5 seconds here. That's the junior, number 11, Hanspard, and off the rim. And there is your buzzer signaling the end of half number 1 from The Hobbins Center at Benilde-St. Margaret's, our halftime score, 32-21. Come on back for half number 2.
Your story doesn't have to end. As an organ donor, the good in you can live on. In fact, you could save up to 8 lives through organ donation. Sign up to give the gift of life after you're gone. You'll be happy you did. And just maybe, someone else will too. Sign up online today as an organ, eye, and tissue donor at organdonor.gov. It saves lives.
Welcome back to the Hobbins Center on the campus of Benilde-St. Margaret's. You are watching a ParkTV 16 sports production on location, and we are watching Metro West basketball, Benilde-St. Margaret's, Bloomington Kennedy. Benilde is 4-4, Kennedy 1-5, and we're underway here in the second half. If you joined us just now, it was interesting early on. I think after the first 8 minutes, there were a total of 5 points in the game as we watched. Christopher Martin Jr. get Kennedy off to a great start here in the second half. It was close, and then Benilde started to pull away here in the second half. We'll see what answers Coach Jameen Cook has here for the Kennedy Eagles, 32-23. Christopher Martin Jr. converts, and he's gonna need to have a big second half if Kennedy's gonna make a game of this and try to pull it out here on the road. They got beat badly by 25 points way back on January 14th, their first game out of the pandemic. And it looked like it was gonna start to head that way late in the first half as we watch Alapate with 2 fouls come right in with the reverse layup, but unable to convert. He's got great moves, but you gotta be able to finish. Don't do you any good as we have number 25, and I still don't know his name. The investigative efforts failed. And the junior, Hars Hansbard, thought of the rim, but there's Christopher Martin Jr. gets the rebound. Boy, making his presence known, already a rebound and 3 points. He was a little timid in the first half. The coach, Cook, pulled him out, gave him an earful. Now I want to say an earful, a good coaching, and put him right back in, and it changed him. Started to be much stronger presence down low on the post. And now Kennedy looks like they're gonna instill their own full court press. First time we've seen that tonight. And now that is Ija Dimbola. Thought he dragged his foot there, and now they'll back off slightly. That's 23 guarding him, Marcus Monroe, the sophomore. Now Ija Dimbola at the top of the key, their leading scorer. He can do it all, play the point guard and the post. Now on the right side, that's number 2, Best drives the lane. He's gonna get the charging call, and they're gonna wave off the basket. Great call. Frustrating it is, but you gotta be in control. Stop right there. Guy was in, yep, totally a charge. So good start for Kennedy here. It was 32-21. Kennedy with first three points of the second half and the ball, and they're looking at another trap, full court press, and they get it across. That was a dangerous weak pass. Another one across court. Those are dangerous. Down low to Christopher Martin Jr. kicks it out. Good defense down low by Noah Allen, and the ball off the board, but Christopher Martin Jr. gets the rebound and draws the foul. It's gonna go against Noah Allen. And Martin Jr., here's the shot by Harspan, the rebound, Christopher Martin Jr. right in there, and yep, right on the elbow. And a timeout on the court, 16-17 remaining. Foul totals early on here. It's a 1-minute timeout, 2 team fouls by Benilde as we look at Kennedy's schedule coming up after tonight. What is today, February 9th? It is. And it's February 11th. They got Chaska, then they've got 3 road games, and then a couple of home games. And they've already played Benilde early on, so they won't see them again. They'll have their hands full with Chaska. They're usually a very strong team in basketball. All right, timeout. Benilde coming out, no points here in the second half. And it's clear what Kennedy's offensive scheme should be, and that's get the ball down low as much as possible to Christopher Martin Jr. I like the looks of that player. And he's got 3 points here in the second half and a chance to add to that total for 2 more. Shot. He's great at the free throw line. He's a talented player, folks. Number 32. He's just a junior. Second shot is good. And the lead has been cut to 6. And now Noah Allen as Benilde looking for their first points here in the second half. They had an 11-point lead at halftime, and it's been cut to 6. Now into the front court, Ijadimbola all the way across court to number 12. Adam Foe back to Ijadimbola, and the 3-pointer off the back of the rim. Rebound and a foul, a whistle. Adam Foe. And that is going to be against Benilde over the back. That's their 3rd team foul, so. And that's the individual second on 12, Foe. And Kennedy with a chance to crawl back in this some more. Down 6, and the hesitation moving off the boards, rebound, and it's went off Kennedy. Oh, and Cook doesn't believe it. Number 25, and he came in. Was there contact there after the shot? Could have been a foul on number 12, Foe. As it stands, it was out of bounds on number 25 for Kennedy. Now Noah Allen, 15.5 minutes to go, second half. Noah Allen running the point guard duties in the corner to number 3, Charlie Hansen, down low to number 22, Ben James has to kick it out. Intercepted though by number 11, Hanspard, and the spin around moving. There is Christopher Martin Jr. He's got 7 points in the second half, all of them for Kennedy. The deficit is 4, 15 minutes to go. Down low, and the foul block by number 23, Marcus Monroe. And I like that foul because they've got their momentum going. Kennedy does. They haven't given up any fouls yet. This is their first team foul in the second half. Slows the momentum, forces them to make it at the line, and that is Ben James. And there's some discussion here about something as we watch James looking for this first point. It spins out, so good foul, even more so if you're a Kennedy fan. As they try to get back even here in the second half. Number 2 here coming up for Ben James. And that one is good. Finally, they stop the bleeding. Benilde does, as James will have a seat. Checking in for him, number 2, Samuel Best, the junior. And they show the full court trap press, the 1-2-2. You can see their setup. You got Ijadimbola there, Alapate, and they want to kind of corner them at the timeline. And the way to beat it is to go to the middle. Not sure what the delay is here. All right, now we're ready to go. 15:03 to go, clock underway. 5-point deficit. It was 11 at half. Cross-court pass, and they beat it to number 25. As he gets stopped by Ijadimbola, and there's the screen, and the give and go. And out of bounds, unable to control it. That was Ramon Walker. He did a nice screen and roll. That's exactly what that play was on the right wing. And they had it almost until he lost control of the ball. And now a little bit of pressure, and that again, there is Ramon Walker. And he lets off, and now the half-court offense, and the give and out to Ijadimbola. They need to get him going. to match Christopher Martin Jr., and he does get it going with that nice drive and the short jumper right underneath. Puts Benilde back up by 7. Now on the near side, 25, and there's that press as he does just break it. Now, Monroe to number 25, tried to get it to Christopher Martin, and it got batted away. And the Benilde bench didn't agree with that. They didn't have the best vantage point, though, from all the way down the court. I couldn't see it with my eye exactly, but we got a replay. Yeah, that's off Noah Allen. A lot of wishful thinking. Okay, Christopher Martin Jr., good ball rotation to number 25. Both teams played great, aggressive, physical defense coming right in. Looked like there might be contact. Noah Allen, though, on the block, coming down one-on-one. Tried to take it up all ball there, and they're going to call the foul, really. I didn't see that. Noah Allen, though, a nice aggressive move. Takes it all the way down the court with the left side. Judge for yourself, folks. Yeah, maybe a little bit on the forearm, but I don't know how that official saw it from over there. I thought he got mostly ball. 4-2 team fouls favoring. Benilde has 4 fouls as they throw it in. Ija Dimbola to number 2, Samuel Best off the rim. Rebound to Christopher Martin Jr. He gives it up to number 10, Pearson. He'll bring it across the line. One good thing if you're Kennedy. Oh, that could have been a double dribble or a carry. Didn't call it. Now the drive and the kick out to number 25, the shot off the rim. Ija Dimbola with the rebound, 13:39 to go. There was some contact, 4-on-4 basketball here, and Benilde off the mark was Samuel Best. Now the rebound to number 11, that's Hansbart. He'll bring it down all the way off the board, and he draws the foul, and Alapate is gonna get it. That's gonna be his 3rd, and that's gonna get him the bench. They're gonna need him late in the game. Let's see what we can see here. Got him with the body, clearly, from my opinion. What? That's his 3rd personal, 5th team foul, 13:25 to go. As number 11, Amarion Hansbard, makes the free throw, cuts the deficit to 6, checking out of the game for Kennedy. Number 21, Dalton Smazel, checking in for him. Shaib Freitag, number 1. 2nd shot for Hansbard, and he makes it. Our score, 30-35, 13:24 to go. If you were watching early on, you never thought they were gonna break 20. Both teams were as cold as ice out there. Thankfully, they've heated up here. Now in the front court, that is 12, Adam Foe. In the corner to Carter, drives the baseline, but he's stopped by Christopher Martin Jr. They kick it out to Noah Allen. He goes down, no call, and that forced an errant pass as he intended to get it to Charlie Hansen. And it goes out of bounds, turnover, and now Kennedy. One thing about a turnover and a missed shot is they don't have to face that full court press if you're Kennedy. Now that shot off the mark with the right hand. It was a good shot. He made it inside the lane there. Now Ija Dimbola. Noah Allen to the right side, 12. Foe. Foe tries to drive the line. Great cutoff there by Martin Jr. Down low to Ija Dimbola, and no match for Hansbard. Just the height difference alone. So great sequence there for Benilde. 7-point lead, 12:30 to go here. Number 25 brings it to the front court. Hit a nice running jumper in the first half as we look at number 10, Pearson, the sophomore. And he gets caught, gets out of trouble. Now 25, 12:18 to go here, first half. We're at the Hobbins Center. I'm Robert Christensen. Glad you're joining us here on ParkTV 16 Sports. Ooh, that was a walk. No, they called a foul. Huh, let's see here. Dribble, 1, 2, 3, and I didn't see the foul. That looked confusing to me. 37-30. That's the 6th-team foul on Benilde, and that could be significant. If I'm Kennedy, I am driving these guys all night long as we watch Christopher Martin Jr. drawing fouls, go to the line, and get back in this game. 37-32 as Christopher Martin Jr. is having a second half. I think that's 9. I'm just doing it in my head. No one accused me of being a math genius, that's for sure. Now Ija Dimbola drives, gets kicked out. Good defense by Pearson. Another good defense by Freitag. Kicking it around, good ball rotation and good defense as they are playing a zone now. Kind of a man-to-man matchup zone, I would call it. And outside, the big shot off the rim. Rebound goes to Smozzle. Back in the game, 11:29 to go. Now Pearson trying to dig into their lead some more. Down 5, they got beat by 25 back on January 14th at home. Definitely a different game tonight as Smozzle drives off the back of the rim. Rebound and a whistle, timeout taken by Damian Johnson, the head coach for Benilde. And he has some words for Edegbola. He's not happy about something. As we look at Benilde's upcoming schedule, 1 minute timeout. And they've got St. Louis Park coming up at home. Always a great rivalry. Then they go to Jefferson, Cooper, Chaska. Look at that, 4 road games in a row. What I've noticed doing hockey and basketball post-second shutdown pandemic style is when they've developed these schedules, there is a streak of road games and home games more than you would normally see. At least that's what it feels like in non-pandemic years, which is all the other years most of us that are alive have experienced. So that's interesting. 4 road games, interesting. What impact that might have on the performances. We'll leave that to the psychologists. Might be a doctoral thesis for some young aspiring psychologist for a PhD. Okay, out of the timeout, 11:12 to go, 37-32. Benilde with the ball. Hanging in there with a 5-point lead. Edegbola will bring it up. They really don't have a solid point guard in the sense that it's always the same guy, you know, like a Steph Curry. But that's kind of the way basketball's going, you know. The centers back in my day, they never brought the ball up, but now these centers, they can do it all. Okay, now in the front court, Kennedy on the turnover. Turnaround jump shot off the front of the rim. Rebound off of number 13, Monroe. I thought it might have gone off Benilde, but the referee right there on the call had a perfect position. Let's see, there's the shot, just short. Rebound, touched by Benilde. That did go off Benilde, didn't it? Another mistaken call in my opinion, and now a miscommunication between Charlie Hansen and Edegbola, and that's the kind of stuff that drives coaches crazy. A lack of communication, a lack of a strategy in what they're doing, and I think that's where they're hurting for no point guard. And now underneath to Monroe, and he gets it to go. 3-point deficit, closest lead in the second half as Kennedy has made a comeback here. They were down 11 at the beginning of the second half, and Benilde unable to pile on here in the second half. See if they can dig deep here and find some offense. They've really been lacking some rhythm, and Kennedy really came out with it, ready to play. Boy, I thought that almost was a travel. Now Edegbola off the board, gets his own rebound underneath, kicks it out. Good defense by Kennedy. The shot taken by Foe off the boards. Rebound to Smozzle as Freitag goes down, and he looked hurt and slow getting up as you see him come into your picture. Now Pearson. No, that's Carter on him, number 43. 9:37 to go. Shot off mark, off balance, and he makes it. Number 11, Amory on Hansbard, cuts it to 1, 9:28 to go. If you're just joining us, you're in for a good treat here as we go forward, and the foul on Hansbard. That upsets Coach Cook. Let's watch this shot. I was about to say you gotta be balanced, unless of course you don't. Good shot. If you make it, they're always good, aren't they? All right, stoppage on the court, but not a timeout. Some substitutions now. Checking in, number 5 is Camden Byron, the senior, and having a seat will be Hansbard. Doubt he'll be on the bench for long, just to give him a break. Here comes Edegbola, kicks it out to number 2. That is Samuel Best, and now finally Benilde gets a shot to go down. Only their 8th point of the second half, and it comes on that 3. That was almost half of them, and we've got 9:06 to go. 8 points in half of a half. And that ball spins out. Christopher Martin Jr. the rebound, and boys, he come on strong. Ever since Coach Cook sat him down, he's just played spectacularly here for Kennedy. Great to see great coaching and players respond. That's how it's supposed to work. And a foul. 2-point deficit as we watch that shot in and out. And the rebound by Christopher Martin Jr. And you know he just went right back up with it. No hesitation. He's got 11 in the second half, I believe. And Kennedy has climbed back in it, and Ijan Dembola on the nice inbounds pass, and it was a missed assignment on defense clearly by Kennedy. 8:37 remaining. Pearson now in the backcourt, being guarded by Carter. Crossover dribble, beats him across the timeline. Now driving underneath to Christopher Martin Jr. They're trying to walk at the baseline. He's double teamed, and Alapate comes away with it, and there's going to be a foul on Christopher Martin Jr. as he was trying to get away from him. That'll be the team's 5th. That is Martin Jr.'s 2nd personal. As number 23, Marcus Monroe, will have a seat. Now Noah Allen into Alapate, no full court pressure. They quickly get it in while Kennedy was looking the other way, and the 3-pointer on the outside taken by number 2, Best. Rims in and out. Now on the break, Kennedy in the front court. Number 5 with it. That's Caden Byron, the senior. Tries to drive the lane, nothing there. Now kicks it to number 25 in the corner, and the running jumper by number 10, Tajon Pearson, the sophomore, brings them back to within 2, 7:50 to go. Ija Dembola to the right side to Carter at the top of the key. That's Best. Down low to Ija Dembola, and he draws the foul and gets the point to go down. And he gives the front double bicep pose. There he is, nobody on him. They gotta be fronting him. I don't know where Martin Jr. was, asleep there maybe at the baseline. And there's that double front bodybuilder pose. 44-40 is your deficit as we watch that running jumper. Nicely done by Tajon Pearson. Very difficult shot, especially from the side. We look at the Benilde bench, very competitive here. With our score 44-40. Again, 7:44 remaining second half. And you can hear the animated coach Jameen Cook urging on his team just in front of my viewpoint here, just behind the scores table and to the right. As we watch Coach Damian Johnson, relatively young coach. They had a coach here that had been here for, I don't remember his name, which shame on me. Moore, I think, yeah, Coach Moore. I think he'd been here for 25 or 30 years, just retired, I think, a year before last. So a changing of the guard here in the coaching at Benilde. They look to find their identity here in the Metro West. They have a 4-4 record. Very respectable. They started out with 2 wins. They beat Kennedy by 25, as I mentioned earlier. Then they beat Orono. Then they suffered 5 losses, but they're on a 2-game winning streak, having beaten Chanhassen and St. Louis Park last week. And we're back here with Ija Dembola. 7:44 remaining second half at the line. Off the back of the rim, and Christopher Martin Jr. with the rebound. The shooting stats by both teams are not going to be pretty, but the game is fun, very competitive. Defensive struggle. Christopher Martin Jr. go right up there with that young man and off the boards. He was a little far out. Makes that shot a lot tougher. Now Benilde in the front court, underneath, wide open. Alapate, what great recognition by Benilde. Too bad that didn't go, but Ija Dembola gets the rebound. Good hustle by Benilde on that one. 7:08 remaining. On the far side in the corner, Carter. Up top to number 2, Best. And Carter, Noah Allen. Benilde seeming to now be a little more patient. I don't know if they're trying to milk the clock or not with that big. That was really far up, but Ijambola gets the rebound. No boxing out by Kennedy at all. And a whistle, and I think that was a foul call. Nope, out of bounds, no foul call. And Alapate will step out, and in for him there was number 12, as you can see, Adam Foe. And the throw in. Both teams now in the bonus. 16 fouls apiece. Ija Dimbola, a little push off, got away with it, and they're gonna call it. Or did that go out of bounds? Nope, went out of bounds. Turnover, Benilde. And now Kennedy, number 25. Ija Dimbola way out there playing defense. Oh, it cuts him off, and they're gonna call the foul. Puts his hand up in frustration. But he was reaching in, you know, you really play defense with your feet, and he reached in, and that's gonna draw a foul almost every time. If he just established his feet there along the sideline and kept his hands out of it, he would have accomplished exactly what he wanted to without the foul. So it takes discipline to not reach in. As we watch Kennedy's Hanspard make that first of 2, cutting the deficit to 3 with 6:33 remaining. Shot number 2. Off the back of the rim, rebound to Noah Allen as he looked quickly down for Ija Dimbola, who was streaking down there, but he was being guarded by number 25, and they are fronting him, which is what they need to do. Just deny him the ball, and that's what they should be doing to Martin Jr. on the other end for Benilde. Just don't let him get it if you can. And he slips. Oh, they're gonna, yep, they do call the travel. That was a slip, that's a travel. Let's see if we can see right 1, 2. Yeah, you know what? He just, his ankle actually kind of buckled on him there. So an unfortunate turn of events there for Benilde. Ija Dimbola turns it over. And now Kennedy has a chance to tie it, this time down the court with a 3. And tenacious defense and out of bounds by number 12 and number 2. That's Adam Foe and Samuel Best. And these teams are built on defense, and yeah, there was 25 careless with the ball, and the quickness there of 12. Adam Foe created that turnover. Great job, defense wins, baby, just like the Tampa Bucks on Sunday. And now the drive and the foul, and that's gonna be a shooting, not a shooting foul, but a 1-and-1. And the foul is gonna go against number 11, Amory and Hanspard, the senior, and that puts that young man, Maddox Alapate, the junior, at the line with a 3-point lead with 5:53 remaining. Benilde trying to get above the 500 mark. They came in 4-4, riding a 2-game winning streak. Impressive win against St. Louis Park on the road just the other night. And the made free throw by Alapate. And because both teams are in the bonus, it feels like this could come down to a free throw shooting contest here on out. And now Kennedy down 5. You see Cook working the official on the near side. Not sure what he's saying or talking about. But it's the coach's right to work the official. Now Christopher Martin Jr. with the turnaround jump shot draws the foul and will go to the line. It's gonna be a slow-moving 6.5 minutes here with both teams in the bonus, and with the game on the line, there's gonna be a lot of contact as we look at Christopher Martin Jr., just a monster down there. Great body control, it almost got that to go. Not sure there was a foul there either. But they're calling it tight. And that shot was flat, which tells me Christopher Martin Jr. might be a little bit tired. And you hesitate to take him out, but if he's gonna be tired and somewhat ineffective, maybe just a quick 30 seconds on the sideline might be what he needs. Let's see how he looks on this shot. Yep, still looked a little tired, but better. off the front, the end, and in, almost stolen by Hanspard. Alapate was able to get it back now into the corner, and the quick shot by number 3 off the mark. And Alapate the rebound and gets the baseline, and that's a Cardinal sin in defense. Never give up the baseline, and Maddox Alapate made him pay after the missed shot by Hansen in the corner. And now Benilde back up by 6. In the front court, that is Pearson. Monroe, and the shot by Hanspard, and the rebound to Ignebola. And he'll bring it, kicks it out to number 12, that is Foe. Now Alapate. Drives the lane, kicks out to Hansen, and the running jumper is by Noah. And Christopher Martin Jr. came over and got him with the body as we watch this sequence in the running jumper by Pearson. That's Noah Allen at the line, 4:41 remaining, 6-point lead. Another miss. As we look at Allen. Just noticed all the teams have matching face masks. So a whole new industry has been created with face masks. All right, in the front court. Jump, running jumper, 25, and that was critical for Kennedy. It's gonna keep him in it, and those are such difficult, ill-advised shots usually. But Kennedy has made a few, if not several tonight, and the give and go to Ignebola with the left hand, and in, he draws the foul, and he's gonna go to the line. Big time play by Benilde, and the give and go. And Hanspard could not keep up with the quickness of Ignebola. And there is Martin Jr. draws the foul, and that's a double fortuitous events there for Benilde as we watch that running jumper in the left hand. They're pretty to watch, aren't they, folks? Yep, and the big slap. He knew that was huge, but now Benilde answers with their own 3-point play, and now it's an 8-point lead with 4:13 remaining. Kennedy's gonna have to get hot here, and quick. Now Pearson. 4 minutes remaining right now. Christopher Martin Jr., we haven't heard from him in a while, and the foul called on Benilde's Adam Foe, number 12, with the body on Christopher Martin Jr. He'll go to the line. I believe that should be a 1-and-1. It may be a double-double here. 9 team fouls. I don't know. This might, they said it's a 1-and-1. It is a 1-and-1. This is the 9th. Doubles 10, but I saw 9, and it's staying at 9, so I guess I didn't, it was 8 before, so you're right, it is 10. I thought it was gonna go up to 10, and that, yeah, Martin Jr. looks tired, folks. That ball barely made it to the rim. He's played the whole second half. 3:47 to go. Boy, I'd sit him down even for 30 seconds just to give him a little boost. Now Alapate drives and the shot. What an athlete Alapate is. He can jump. The kid can sky, and he showed it, the athleticism there. He's been able to stay out of foul trouble after getting 2 relatively quick fouls in the first half, and that shot in the defense forces the turnover. No, what? Let's see. Oh, they said maybe it was touched by Alapate. Benilde bench respectfully disagreeing. Let's see it again. Right? No, I don't know. Unless, the only other thought I had was if Adam Foe caught it right when he was letting it go, and now we got a foul. And now we're gonna get the double. Yeah, that's just, oh man, that foul is so unnecessary for Benilde. Now you have a 10-point lead. You want that clock to go. You don't need to foul here at all with a 10-point lead. And the free throw gets that one to go home. Now Freitag comes in for Hanspard, as you see right in your screen. Freitag, I should say. There you go, that's number 25. The nameless one. He has a name, we just don't know it, unfortunately. Okay, makes 2 of 2, cuts the lead to 8, but time is starting to run out here on the Eagles on the road. But boy, are they played a better game than they did a month ago. Less. Now Noah Allen. Samuel Best to Alapate. Drives the lane. Look at the athleticism. What? They blow it off, and I think that's going to be a foul on Kennedy. Here he is. Watch the hesitation right there. Oh, a little push off. Could have been a little acting too. I don't know about the foul calls here. I would have made that a non-call, I think. All right, some substitutions. Freitag takes a seat. There's Alapate at the line. Noah Allen there in your foreground of your shot there, number 35. 9-point lead. Alapate at the line, his second. Both teams in the double-double, and he makes it. And it's back to a 9-point lead, 3:06. So it's a 3-possession game. And they got to make some threes. And Hanspard, boy, it looks a good shot. It was all the way in and it came out. Bad luck for Kennedy. Now Alapate, look at his ability to control the basketball. Where have we seen that all night? And the give and the shot, no, off the mark. Martin Jr. with the rebound, and that's a foul on Alapate. And I don't know why he's doing that. He's such a great player. And that is going to be, is he gonna foul out? You wanna have awareness of what your fouls are, what the scoreboard is, and what needs to happen, and he is gonna go down, and he's fouled out, I believe. And that's unfortunate for Benilde. They need his ball handling out there with 2:45 to go. Meanwhile, at the line, because it's a double-double, he's gonna get 2 as Hanspard. Yeah, there's just no reason for that foul. The clock stopped, gives the opponent to get back in the game without the clock going away. That's not what you want if you're Benilde. Okay, at the line, Hanspard. And he makes that one. Now Benilde, and now, yeah, Kennedy, they're gonna have to employ the full court press here. Gotta cause some turnovers. They're down 7. And defense, oh my goodness. Kennedy thought they had the turnover. Oh, no replay. Let's see here. As we look at Best, the crossover, who touched it last? I'd almost like to see it again. Benilde got that call though. Double team on number 3, Hansen, as he splits the defense and draws the foul, and he'll go to the line to shoot 2. So it really is gonna come down to free throw shooting. And now another 5th foul. Who did they call that on? I'm trying to figure that out. All right, looks like number 13, yeah, Martin Jr., is that his 5th? It is, oh my goodness. That is unfortunate for the Eagles. And he'll check out. Had a great second half. Christopher Martin Jr., you're gonna hear from him next year when they play again against Benilde. Nice looking player for Kennedy there. Okay, now at the line, number 3, Charlie Hansen. And it goes in. The shooting isn't pretty, but they're getting him to go down with an 8-point lead, 2:36 to go. But it doesn't matter how it looks. What it matters is how it feels and what the scoreboard is. The name of the game is to win the game, and Benilde is doing that. Now Hanspard, nowhere to go. Good defense by Benilde, and now a timeout by Coach Jamin Cook for Kennedy Eagles. That's their 4th. They'll have 1 left with 2:26 remaining here at the Hobbins Center. As we look at the conference, yeah, I hadn't checked the standings myself, but it doesn't surprise me to see Chaska up there. Look at Cooper having a great year, 5-1, 7-1. Jefferson having a good year. Benilde, very respectable. especially after changing coaches after a long run by Moore. And then Kennedy, Chanhassen, St. Louis Park, all with 1 win apiece. So there's the haves, the middle class, and the have-nots here, at least when it comes to wins in the Metro West Conference. So there it is. And they're gonna have a state tournament. I think it might be in April or late March, I'm not sure. I know the hockey tournament's gonna be in early April. That's assuming we don't have any more shutdowns posed by the governor. I think no one really knows. No one's really been through this before, so we got to go with the flow. Let it be. Hope we get to herd immunity sooner rather than later, and we can get back to more normalness. Okay, after the timeout, it'll be a side out to Kennedy. Throwing it in will be number 10. That is Tajon Pearson, the sophomore. Had a nice game. Few nice running jumpers. Kennedy, they're a fun team to watch as well, as is Benilde. Both scrappy defense as we watch the drive and off the rim by number 25. And now the full court press. And there'll likely be a foul here soon as number 2 breaks the press best. And down low to Ija Dimbola, and he goes off. No foul there. Rebound. Lead pass ahead to 25. He staves it just in time and bounces it off Noah Allen. And that'll stop the clock with exactly 2 minutes to go here, second half. And the throw in to the wing. Hansvard, the senior, to 25. Hansvard. 1:53 remaining. 9-point difference, 3 possession game, and that shot off the mark. And Kennedy's just gonna have to be perfect from the floor. And there's the breakaway almost to Ija Dimbola, and the delayed and the left-handed lay-in. And that is probably going to end this game, unless, of course, it doesn't. And number 11, Marian Hansvard, starts shooting monster threes like that. And then you get a turnover by number 10, Tajon Pearson. And now it's an a 6-point deficit with 1:18 to go. And I spoke too soon. Game still in doubt with a 2-possession game, 1:11 remaining. And Kennedy, they need to create another turnover, and that's not what a turnover looks like. That's an easy 2 points for Ija Dimbola. 61-63. Pearson drives the lane and almost made that go, and he'll draw the foul. He'll go to the line. 20-something fouls here in the second half. Look at that shot, folks. That's way outside. That is NBA three-point land, it feels like. Pearson at the line. Gotta make those free throws. Cook jumping up and down, he knows it. They've almost got to be perfect on the shooting end to have a chance to even get tied with Benilde, I feel. And that one climbs up over and in. Kind of like a high jumper, just bouncing the, what do you call that thing they jump over, the pole? Sometimes they bounce it and it just gets themselves over it. That's what that ball felt like. As we have a foul now on the court, and Ija Dimbola really getting to pad his point totals. Couple easy layups here late. Now at the line, averaging 15 points a game. But it is interesting to note once again that Kennedy got beat by 25, and this time they're gonna keep the score probably within 10 or thereabouts. That's a heck of an improvement by a squad, isn't it? Get beat by 25 and then you compete to almost try to win it here. That's progress, despite the score, despite their record. All right, now throw in by number 21, Dalton Smallzold gets it in to Pearson. Now nameless 25 with a big shot off the back rim. That thing almost hit the rafters. And out of bounds, almost like a football game here. Benilde plays rough. They're tough, well-built kids. That's number 2, Samuel Best. Blood on the floor following that interaction. Now underneath to Monroe. No, that's Ramon Walker, and they call the quick timeout with that make. And it's a 6-point differential, 25 seconds even to go. So with a quick couple turnovers and a couple threes, Kennedy can get back in it as we watch Walker on the replay. He's a junior, so boy, a steal and a quick shot. Plenty of time left here for Kennedy. Not giving up. Reminds me of that playoff game in the 90s when Reggie Miller was playing the Knicks. I think there was a guy named John Sparks. Anyway, as the story goes, I think Indiana Pacers and Reggie Miller were down 8 and looked like the Knicks were gonna win it. And Reggie Miller steals the inbound pass inside the three-point lane, or arc, takes it outside, shoots it. New York tries to throw it in. Reggie Miller picks it off, runs back behind the three, hits another three, and he does it again. Takes the lead, wins the game. So it can happen. As Kennedy is ready to go, and here comes Benilde. So that is the question. Can Kennedy get a turnover here without fouling? 25 seconds to go. Ija Dimbola will throw it in. Noah Allen in the front court along with number 3, Hansen, and Noah Allen, and they call the touch foul, and there is, oh, you can't see him in your screen, but he is jumping. He can't believe it. Walker draws the call, and that's going to be his 4th. Let's see here. Boy, I don't know. I don't know about that. I mean, he did reach out and maybe touch his jersey, but that was it. Tough call if you're Kennedy. The game on the line is Noah Allen, makes him pay. Clutch shot there by Noah Allen. Because if he misses, then it's a 2-possession game, and Kennedy has the ball with 22 seconds, and he makes that one. Rattles it home, and that might seal it. 20 seconds and counting. Inside is number 25 with the give and go. Intercepted by Noah Allen after the block by Ben James. And now a foul as number 2 ended up with the ball, Samuel Best. And now another foul out. Yeah, lots of fouls tonight. There was a time there in the first half where the fouls, 8 minutes into it, outnumbered the points. 12.2 remaining. Noah Allen back at the line as Walker will have a seat, and checking in there in your screen is number 42, Brady Bean, the senior. And Benilde will vacate the free throw lane. They don't want to draw any unnecessary fouls now. With a 9-point lead, about to be 10. All right, now into the front court. And 25 comes right down and scores the running jumper. Boy, that's his shot. And now Ija Dimbola to Noah Allen. And that is the buzzer, and the game is over. From the Hobbins Center, Benilde holds on in a scrappy game by both teams. Very entertaining defensive struggle with a ton of fouls, but our final score from St. Louis Park, or Benilde St. Margaret's in St. Louis Park, is 66-58. Benilde will go to 5-4. Kennedy falls to 1-6. And so for Paul Broden, our producer, and everyone connected with our production here at ParkTV 16 Sports, I am Robert Christensen. Thank you for listening. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you again.